Family, what's good with you? It's your boy Milky Way J. Welcome back to another banger. We got another Alex Bale reaction. The other day, he dropped the Cocoa Puffs conspiracy. He took all of the Cocoa Puffs episodes and he broke them down and he created one of the craziest conspiracy theories yet. I really did not know what to expect going into this one at all. I'm not gonna lie, like Alex does, he has you thinking. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if y'all are new. That'll let YouTube know that y'all are rocking with me and what's going on over here. And join if y'all are new. Appreciate y'all. Spread love to the people that mean most to y'all. And enough of me yapping. Let's get into the video because this conspiracy is wild. I'll see y'all in there.
Chocolatey Cocoa Puff.
Test. All right, we're good.
I've always thought there was something strange about Cocoa Puff commercials.
This is going to be a crazy
cereal
one.
Commercials are pretty straightforward. There's a fun, wacky mascot character who wants a certain type of cereal and has to overcome some kind of obstacle to get it.
Right.
Those delicious Lucky Charms. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids.
It's pretty basic stuff. But the thing that's strange about Cocoa Puff commercials is that Sonny the Cuckoo Bird isn't trying to get the cereal, he's actively trying to avoid it.
How do I escape the great taste of Cocoa Puffs? You've got to keep Cocoa Puffs away from me!
If you think about
addicted.
it, Sonny is kind of a struggling addict who's desperately trying not to relapse, but fails every time and ends up destroying whatever building he's in and terrifying the people around him.
Can't control myself? I'm going Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs! Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs!
Cocoa Puffs are literally ruining his life, and I think it's kind of weird that that's how General Mills chose to advertise their cereal for children. But whatever. These are just silly 30-second kids commercials that are all essentially the same. There's no plot or world building. There couldn't possibly be anything here worth theorizing about. Right? What if I told you?
You made a 26-minute video about this, Alex. So you got something to theorize about.
That
we're here to listen to what it is. You feel me?
Cereal advertisements is one
Let's
of
get
the
into
most
it.
dark and complex underlying narratives I have ever seen in a piece of media.
Okay.
A hidden story of addiction, war, betrayal, and a massive conspiracy about the world Sonny lives in that no one has discovered before today. I promise you that after this, you will never be able to watch a Cocoa Puff commercial the same way again. This is the Cocoa Puffs conspiracy.
A fan theory by Alex Bale. Let's get into it. Here to go.
Oh, I've been in a car accident. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hi, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Alex Bale of YouTube. Can I have money, please?
Let's hear we skipping all this.
Did you know?
Skipping all that. All right. Part 1. The Bird World.
The very first commercials for Cocoa Puffs aired in 1958 and originally featured 3 children instead of the iconic Cuckoo Bird as their mascot.
All aboard for the Cocoa Puffs train. Ding, ding!
It wasn't until 1962 that Sonny made his first appearance as the bird who goes cuckoo whenever he sees Cocoa Puffs.
Watch out because I'm Cocoa Puff, Cocoa Puff, Cocoa Puff!
This format was very successful, and Sonny has been the mascot for the brand ever since. Since then, he's gone through many redesigns, but the basic premise has always stayed the same. Sometimes he's joined by children, sometimes he's with his grandpa, but he always ends up going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, despite his best efforts to avoid them.
Up here, I won't go cuckoo for my favorite cereal. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs!
It wasn't until 2004 that Sonny got his most iconic redesign that he's still known for today. And it's these commercials that I'm going to be focusing on for this theory. The more modern Cocoa Puff commercials introduce us to the world that Sonny lives in, a society inhabited by intelligent talking birds.
No chocolatey vanilla Cocoa Puffs combos, part of this good breakfast.
And it's surprisingly complex for just being the backdrop of kids' cereal commercials.
Okay,
they have
right.
their own bird cities, bird airports, bird legal systems. They even have a bird military.
Extra chocolatey puffs. Who authorized more chocolatey?
Why do the Cocoa Puff commercial birds need a military? Like, who are they fighting? Are there bird wars? And the entire bird world seems to run on Cocoa Puffs.
Facts.
All the grocery stores sell are Cocoa Puffs. If you go to the opera, they're singing about Cocoa Puffs.
A story of this box right here. The Cocoa Puffs.
Even the media seems to be run by Cocoa Puffs.
Now this is about to get deep. I can feel it. Pause.
So obviously, this is a very
Pause.
difficult place for someone trying to beat a Cocoa Puff addiction. No matter what Sonny does or where he goes, he cannot avoid Cocoa Puffs. He tries to ask people for help, but all they want to do is talk about how great Cocoa Puffs are.
How do I escape the great taste of Cocoa Puffs? Why would you want to escape it? Cocoa Puffs are munchy. Crunchy. Stop it! Chocolatey!
The only person willing to help him is Graham.
Let me know down in the comments below where y'all rank Cocoa Puffs. Like if y'all got them in the top 10. If you do, where in the top 10 do they land? You feel me? I need to know, because honestly, Cocoa Puffs were good, but I can't. Too much chocolate is. I like the more fruity flavored cereals. Captain Crunch, Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks, and whatnot. But let me know how y'all felt about Cocoa Puffs. The commercials were always they were one of my favorites out of the cereal commercials though. I'm not gonna lie.
1962.
Keep Shelly from going cuckoo. I'm gonna hide Cocoa Puffs in this room. Perhaps? I'm not hiding Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs? Don't go cuckoo on me, boy.
But even with his help, it's not enough. He tries to go to the store, or the opera, or in a plane, or a deserted island, but wherever he goes, Cocoa Puffs is already there.
Yeah, following him.
Cocoa Puffs!
Sonny even tries to file a restraining order against Cocoa Puffs, but it doesn't work because apparently they're too delicious.
I'm finding guilty of being delicious.
Sonny is a very tragic character because of just how much Cocoa Puffs are an
suffers.
inescapable, fundamental part of this world. But it isn't always like this.
Oh, how
Occasionally,
you know?
there are these weird outlier commercials that show a different side to this world, where we see these little moments where the bird citizens are just as afraid of Cocoa Puffs as Sonny is. The first time I noticed this was in a commercial for the new Cocoa Puffs chocolate and vanilla combo cereal.
Extra new chocolatey vanilla Cocoa Puffs combo cereal.
It opens with a newspaper boy announcing the new cereal, but for the first time, people seem kind of disinterested in Cocoa Puffs and just walk past him. And then the commercial takes a very sudden turn.
When chocolatey and vanilla combine, there's no escape.
Two massive Cocoa Puffs in the sky crash into each other and begin raining down Cocoa Puffs all over the city. The people start screaming and running for their lives as the entire city is consumed by chocolate and vanilla.
Don't go cuckoo! Don't go cuckoo!
But after Sonny goes cuckoo, we cut back and see that everyone is now enjoying the cereal.
New chocolatey and vanilla Cocoa Puffs combos.
Brainwash. He's gonna say the Cocoa Puffs is brainwashing them.
Part of this good breakfast.
Now in bowls everywhere.
Something has changed. This is not a world where everyone has always loved Cocoa Puffs. I think that this is a world that has been taken over by Cocoa Puffs. And if you don't believe me, we get much more explicit confirmation of this in the commercial for the new chocolatey explosion puffs.
He's probably about to say it, but what extra can you chocolatey explosion puff? I don't know, man. I don't know.
I've kind of been holding off on showing this one because it is honestly the most insane commercial I have ever seen
he's about
in
to
my
go into
entire
something
life.
else.
Like, you are not prepared for what I am about to show you. This commercial takes place inside of the Bird military headquarters, where Sonny, as a Cocoa Puffs expert, discusses the dangers of this new type of Cocoa Puffs that's exploding in people's homes.
I'm
warning you, it's more chocolatey.
What do you mean more chocolatey?
Yeah.
Picture chocolatey Cocoa Puffs.
Okay.
Even more chocolatey than that.
And the military birds look terrified of this and are treating it like a major threat.
Extra chocolatey puffs?
Who authorized more chocolatey?
Just how chocolatey is it?
And what happens next is... I can't even describe it to you. You just have to kind of see it for yourself.
All right, what is it?
Just how chocolatey is it?
Cocoa Puffs. That's extra chocolate. Go for Cocoa Puffs. Go for Cocoa Puffs.
Sonny reveals he secretly brought a box of the explosive Cocoa Puffs into the meeting with him, essentially a bomb that he launches at the military, basically committing Cocoa Puffs domestic terrorism and flooding the entire room with chocolate.
And it brainwashed him.
And afterwards, we see the main military guy again, except now he seems to be supporting the cereal,
Limited time only.
and even his military stars have been replaced with Cocoa Puffs.
Whoa.
Sonny has essentially performed a coup and used Cocoa Puffs to take over the bird military. These commercials are not about trying to sell cereal to kids. They're about the hostile takeover of the bird world from within. But why is Sonny doing this? I thought he was just some guy trying to escape his addiction.
You've got to keep Cocoa Puffs away from me.
Why is he suddenly a sleeper agent working for Cocoa Puffs in this commercial?
Now,
and
this is crazy.
Who's really behind this takeover? So,
Let's
at
get
this
into
point,
it.
you might be thinking that these are all just a bunch of random, incoherent, one-off
Cock-
commercials with no continuity or logic behind the
Cocoa
things
Puffs?
happening. You know, they're just a bunch of wacky, random skits made to sell cereal to kids, and we shouldn't really try to understand them. And you'd probably be right until they released a single commercial that fundamentally changed everything we thought we knew about this world. In fact, this commercial gives us so much new evidence that it is the entire reason
I haven't watched like commercial TV in such a long time besides like sporting events. I just don't be seeing and these usually came on like the children's stations like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, stuff like that. So I haven't seen any of the newer Cocoa Puffs. I don't know about y'all. Down in the comments, let me know. But I don't know.
I decided to make this theory.
Some of these
Let's take a
commercials
look.
I haven't seen.
Cocoa Puffs experiment. How long does it take Sunny to go cuckoo for?
Cocoa Puffs?
Immediately, this commercial looks and feels very different than the others. Instead of a bird city, we're inside of a very advanced looking laboratory where Sunny is apparently being experimented on with Cocoa Puffs.
Begin countdown now.
So chocolatey. I'm Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs.
As expected, Sunny goes cuckoo and destroys the lab, but in the final moments of the commercial, we pull back to see who's really running the show. Humans. Humans are the ones behind this experiment. This world that we thought was only inhabited by intelligent bird people also has humans
Of course.
in it. And now,
Of
with
course.
this context, we can finally start to put all
Of
the
course.
pieces together.
The Human War. Part 2.
So here is my theory.
Oh.
This is a world.
I know where he's about to go to with this one, but I want to let him say it because
Where
I'm
advanced
not trying to be
intelligent
that guy,
humans
you feel
and
me?
bird people
But he's-
separately
this is his
coexist
ideas.
as global superpowers. And I believe humans are the ones who created the Cocoa Puffs. I think we can assume this because we can see humans are running a lab that is clearly making and testing Cocoa Puffs. We can even see the chemical structure for Cocoa Puffs on the monitor. So that means that humans are responsible for giving Cocoa Puffs to bird society. And clearly their intentions are far beyond just diplomatic trade. Remember what they were testing for.
How long does it take Sunny to go cuckoo for?
Cocoa Puffs?
How long does it take Sunny to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? They are specifically testing how addictive the cereal is, meaning humans are intentionally trying to create the most addictive product they can. In the world of these commercials, Cocoa Puffs are not just a delicious breakfast item. They are a weapon created by humans to brainwash and control an enemy nation's population. The fictional in-universe cereal is what I mean, not the real-life Cocoa Puffs. Please don't sue me, General Mills. We are witnessing an interspecies war between humans and birds, where humans are launching giant Cocoa Puffs at the cities and planting sleeper agents inside of the military. Why is this inside of a cereal commercial? So, these commercials are telling the story of this global Cocoa Puffs war, but I think they're telling it out of order, and this lab commercial is at the start of the timeline, showing us the creation of Cocoa Puffs. The humans use Sunny as a guinea pig to create an extremely addictive cereal, and they even made him the mascot on the box to help sell it to other birds. But why would Sunny go along with this? Well, he doesn't exactly have a choice. Like everyone else, he's just a victim being controlled by the addictive, brainwashing properties of Cocoa Puffs. All they have to do to activate his programming.
From the famous words of SpongeBob, and so the truth cometh forth.
Is just say his 3 trigger words.
It is.
Munchy, crunchy, chocolatey, and he goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Why don't we discuss your home? Your real home.
Желание.
Munchy,
12.
crunchy,
Разве.
chocolatey, and lime.
So that's.
Я готов отвечать.
He is the human's perfect sleeper agent. And believe it or not, this has all actually been foreshadowed since the very first Cocoa Puff commercials. Remember how I said the original 1958 commercials only featured children instead of a bird? Well, that wasn't entirely true.
All aboard for the Cocoa Puffs train.
In the kid's home, we can see a cage.
Okay, where are you
holding a
going
bird.
with this, though?
From the very start, Sunny has always been a prisoner
that
to
was Sunny?
humans. And even the 70s commercials show us that it was humans who first got Sunny addicted.
Cocoa Puffs, chocolate tasting Cocoa Puffs, munchy, crunchy, chocolatey.
Cocoa Puffs, yahoo!
And if you're still not convinced that this is an intentional hidden narrative inside of these commercials, then let me ask you this. Why did they choose to make the mascot of their cereal a cuckoo bird? Sure, it's partially because
Oh, that's how you say cuckoo bird. And that's a real bird. Okay. So earlier when I said what I said, disregard that, everybody.
cuckoo sounds like
Thanks.
cuckoo, but I think there's a deeper reason. What are cuckoo birds? They're
don't know.
brood parasites. Instead of raising their young, they secretly lay their eggs into the nest of other bird species, and once the baby cuckoo hatches, they proceed to kill the other birds and take over the nest from within.
The cuckoo chick instinctively pushes out any other eggs in the nest.
They are literally the sleeper agents of birds. This is exactly what's happening in these commercials. Humans secretly inserted Sunny into bird society, and he took it over from within, just like a cuckoo bird. And the humans didn't just randomly insert Sunny into any old nest. Take a look at the commercial where we see Sunny's grandpa's house.
I keep Shelly from going cuckoo. I'm gonna hide Cocoa Puffs in this room.
Gramps?
They're in a hallway full of what I assume are family photos. And if you look closely, you can see a picture of the main military bird. The humans inserted Sunny into a family with a high-ranking military officer, which allowed Sunny to use that connection to get into the military headquarters and perform the coup.
What?
And it worked. Everyone hit by Cocoa Puffs instantly loves them. They own the military, their entire economy and legal system runs on Cocoa Puffs. Humans have essentially colonized and taken over all of bird society. They won. So, now that the war is over, I guess the next question is, what happens to Sunny? Well, he's not a prisoner anymore. He's free to live a normal life in a world controlled by humans and eat all the Cocoa Puffs he wants. Except now, unlike all the birds around him, he desperately doesn't want Cocoa Puffs.
You're gonna keep Cocoa Puffs away from me! How do I escape the great taste of Cocoa Puffs?
But why? Because more than anyone else, Sonny knows the truth about this world. He knows all the horrible things humans have done to bird society, the horrible things he has done to betray his country. So, of course, he would try and reject Cocoa Puffs. But the world he lives in literally runs on the cereal. No matter where he goes, he can't escape his addiction. Remember, he even tried to file a restraining order against Cocoa Puffs in a bird court of law, but the judge refused to.
That's his grandpa.
Wait a second. Why is the judge Sonny's grandpa?
What is going on? Chocolate is thicker than blood.
Court now in session. I find you guilty of being delicious. Sonny, this is a fancy restaurant.
That is clearly Sonny's grandpa. Even his nameplate
Judge
says
Gramps.
Judge Gramps.
I didn't even realize
Wouldn't that
that.
be like a major conflict of interest? Like, you can't just be a judge for your own family member's court case, right? And even if we ignore that, isn't Sonny's grandpa supposed to be the one character who's actually on his side?
To keep Sonny from going cuckoo, I'm gonna hide Cocoa Puffs in this room. Cocoa Puffs? Don't go cuckoo on me, boy.
Why does he rule against Sonny when he's the only one who's been trying to help him beat his addiction?
He's
Maybe
working
we need to
with the
take
humans
a closer
too?
look at Sonny's grandpa. In one of the commercials, we see Gramps trying to help Sonny by hiding the Cocoa Puffs.
I'm gonna hide Cocoa Puffs in this room. Gramps? I'm not hiding Cocoa Puffs.
But immediately after, he says this.
I'm not Cocoa. Don't open that door then, cause there's munchy, crunchy, chocolatey Cocoa Puffs in there.
Look at him, he's clearly trying to tempt Sonny into getting the Cocoa Puffs. He even uses Sonny's exact trigger words and has a...
Hey yo, you an old man. That's your grandson. Why you getting all... Come on now.
He even uses Sonny's exact trigger words and has a nefarious smile.
Hey yo.
Gramps doesn't want Sonny to beat his addiction. He just wants Sonny to think that he's on his side, but in reality, Gramps is manipulating him. But why? Because I think Sonny's grandpa is working for the humans. Sonny is the mascot for Cocoa Puffs, and if humans are going to continue to use Cocoa Puffs to control bird society, then they can't have the mascot on the box actively trying to avoid and discredit the cereal.
You've got to keep Cocoa Puffs away from me! It turns everything chocolatey, and they make me go cuckoo.
So, they use someone close and trusted to Sonny, like his grandpa, to manipulate him into never breaking free of his addiction.
Well, they're munchy and crunchy.
Oh, I'm Cocoa Puffs!
Just look at Gramps' life. He's got a big house, he eats at fancy
humans
restaurants,
gave him
and he's
that.
a powerful judge who can seemingly break whatever rules he wants. Gramps is thriving in this human-controlled bird society, and I think it's because he made a deal with the humans to betray his own grandson. And once again, Gramps profiting off of Sonny has been foreshadowed since the very first commercials.
Oil? We're rich.
How you gonna get it up, Gramps?
Sonny can't resist Cocoa Puffs. Here, Sonny.
Yahoo! I'm Cocoa Puffs!
Gramps, Sonny's only parental figure, has always been working against him.
Wow.
But that brings up something else that I've always wondered about.
Okay.
Why is Gramps Sonny's only parental figure? Where are Sonny's parents? Like, even if Sonny was a brood parasite inserted into this family, he'd still have parents before grandparents, right? It feels like someone's missing. This may seem like a pointless question to ask for how little backstory we're given about these characters, but there is actually a single insane hidden detail in one of these commercials that unlocks one final damning part to this theme.
And what's that,
Remember
Alex?
those family photos that had the military guy in them? If you look closely, the hallway is full of different bird people, all with boxes of Cocoa Puffs, except for one photo that shows a female bird all by herself. and it's the only photo with no Cocoa Puffs. It's a really weird detail to include, but what's even stranger is that when Sunny is about to open the door to release the Cocoa Puffs, the photo changes to show the woman is afraid for Sunny. Sure, maybe this was just supposed to be a cartoony way to emphasize the danger.
Interesting.
But then why is she the only photo that changes? The birds in the photo right next to her are completely indifferent to Sunny's struggle. This feels like the animators are intentionally trying to tell us something about specifically this female bird that we've never seen before.
Crazy.
And trust me, I've checked. She doesn't show up in the background of any of the other commercials. So here is the final part of my theory.
All right,
I
what's
think
that?
this is Sunny's mother. Maybe his real mother, or maybe his adopted mother from the whole brood parasite thing. Just like Sunny, she was clearly aware of the dangers of Cocoa Puffs and wanted to avoid them. But unlike everyone else, why don't we see her in any of these commercials? I think it's because she tried to protect her son from the dangers of Cocoa Puffs, and the humans who needed Sunny for their plans
Got her out the
murdered
way.
her because of it. These Cocoa Puff commercials are not just a bunch of funny little cartoons designed to sell cereal to kids. They are a complex, interconnected story about the horrors of war, addiction, family betrayal, and murder. And if after all of this, you still have the fucking balls to leave a comment saying, "Oh, Alex, I think they're just cereal commercials, you're overthinking this," then let me ask you this. Why did they decide to make the characters in these commercials birds? Birds can't eat chocolate. Chocolate is poisonous to birds. The entire bird world is slowly being poisoned by Cocoa Puffs so that humans are the only dominant species on this planet. Or maybe they're just cereal commercials, I don't know.
Man, another great theory. I seen he dropped this a day ago. I had something else I was planning on reacting to, but Alex Bale dropped. Why not knock out a reaction right when he dropped? You know, get one out early. So shout out to him. This one was very interesting. He picked apart commercials, a series of commercials dating back from the 1950s all the way up to date, and he pieced that together. His theories are crazy. I haven't seen too many theories of certain cartoons or, you know, TV shows or anything, but he's getting me into them, and I feel like I'm gonna rock with Alex, you feel me? I'll check out some other conspiracies. If y'all got some good recommendations, leave them down in the comments below and we may get into them. But anytime Alex drop, we gonna check it out. We gonna see what he got cooking. I appreciate y'all for tapping into the video. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. Like, subscribe to the channel if y'all are new. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you felt about it. Can we get to 20 likes? If you made it to this video, smash that like button. Love y'all. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. It's your boy Mookie Ray J, and I'm gone.